What's up YouTube, Jesse here, back with another Genshin video, another solo stream. In this stream, we're doing a build and showcase, I guess you could say, of Ayaka. Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty well built one along with Shenhe and a couple other characters. So we're going to see what we can do, what numbers we can put out, if we can get some better artifacts, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, keep watching, maybe consider hitting the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Yo. Whoa, this looks so weird. Oh, it's the wrong one. There we go. That's what's up. What's up Twitch and what's up YouTube? We are going to be doing the Ayaka showcase today for my account. And kind of disclaimer, I was just chatting with Dr. Dave and Richard Floppin, Mr. Kin. I don't have Kazuha, so the numbers are going to be maybe not as high as they could be on some other accounts for that reason, but I think it'll be comparable. And then I might do an updated build when I get Kazuha, whenever the heck that happens. So yeah, I think we're gonna start by just showing the build. So we can try a few different team comps, but after playing for the last almost month now, this is the team comp that I feel like has been definitely the best. Ayaka, Venti, Shenhe, and Kokomi. And so on Ayaka, level 90. If we look at her stats here, everything's looking pretty good. I think on my wish list, I wish I had just like 30 to 50% more ER and 30% more crit rate. And I don't really need more crit rate from the perspective of a freeze team, but I want to run Ayaka in some other teams as well, and I'll show those a little bit. And having that extra crit rate when I'm not running Kokomi or another Hydro user would be awesome, but we got a good amount of crit damage. And I don't know where this pyro damage bonus is coming from somewhere. But they're all the same, so it must be just an elemental bonus. A little bit extra cryo damage bonus here. And yeah, so everything's looking pretty good. Weapon 90 Mistsplitter R5. So I did end up from my last stream pulling another Mistsplitter and got this R5, so that was dope. Artifacts, if we start here, a little bit of crit rate, not much at all. A lot more crit damage. I could probably swap a cup that has maybe some crit rate and ER, and that would, if I could get a good ER and crit rate flower, that might be ideal. An ideal place to get this, like the perfect stats that I'm looking for. Like kind of, I could do better on my flower too, with either some crit rates and ER, and I think that would be an easy way to solve it. So my timepiece, my goblet, and my crown are all pretty decent. Like this, I guess also could be better crit rate. I didn't realize my substats were so terrible on these, but attack percent, another attack percent. I have a lot of, I guess I get a lot of crit damage in my substats and crit damage there. So that's, and my crit damage is also coming from the Mistsplitter. So that's the artifacts, right? And then C6, so obviously a big help. This one is the one that anyone who doesn't have a C6 is going to notice the difference in this showcase. In my rotations, so maxed out on her talents as well, so completely maxed here. Venti, Elegy, right? 80 of 90. Like really, my Viridescent, I've been really unlucky with my Viridescent sets, and I could also level some of them up here. But I got an EM piece, an attack percent, and another EM piece. So I could do better on my goblet for sure, which is why I haven't leveled it really, because I don't want to waste the resources into that. But it's just for the Viridescent proc on the 4-piece. My Shenhe has a pretty decent Shimenawa set. Attack percent, and attack percent, because like that's kind of what you're looking for here. 2 Glad, 2 Shimenawa. As much attack as I could get. I'm not sure why I have a probably it was just the next best one that I had leveled up. There. That's weird. Yeah, whatever. So it's not bad. I'm probably 75% of what it could be on this entire team. I want 90 Pokemon. That would be ideal, right? But just from the perspective of some decent heals and getting that 48% damage bonus onto Ayaka as the last swap over, with maidens for healing effectiveness, because we don't have any shields for this team, and some kind of squishy characters. No constellations here. I do have a C1 Shenhe and C0 Venti. So that's the main team that we're going to be testing out. And to give you an idea of what that looks like, let's go to... I don't even think I've ever done this on the Pyro Flower, because I haven't had a reason to. Alright, so the rotation that I found to be the best rotation for me is to start with Venti, move over to Shenhe, then to Kokomi, and then to Ayaka. I want to see if I don't even think I need to like beat the little circle thing in order to destroy this. Let's see how it goes.
Time for takeoff. Do your master's bidding. Take your true form. Allow me.
See, like, I haven't even used my ult. I didn't use my ult at all. And that's the kind of the crazy part about this Ayaka build with the Shurikens and Shenhe is I rarely even use Ayaka's best ability. Like, I don't know why I just collected that. I was just autopiloting. I didn't... Okay. And I haven't had to do this battle since I got Ayaka, really. He's always moving weirdly, too, so I gotta remember that timing.
Here we go. Transfiguration. Rust and revamp.
Oh, I missed the 2 of those shurikens. So you see the damage I'm doing is like 10,000 without Shenhe, but
Think you can get away?
if I, whoops, sorry, messed that up a little bit. If I go to Shenhe, there, so 44, oh, and he, yeah. Oh, and I forgot, at a quarter, he doesn't take any damage. Just gonna get some HP here.
Brace yourself.
I don't mean to switch to, well, I'm gonna miss out on a little bit of it.
Whirling snow. Unthinkable. Embrace the
I should have been a little bit closer for that. But yeah, I mean, there's not much that I need to do. Like, it's basically if my shurikens don't kill the thing immediately, I just use I just used her burst ability, and that usually takes care of it. I haven't done that. You see that time trial down there? Let me mark that on the map for later. I mean, honestly, even if he's ice right now, it's not gonna matter, I don't think. I really don't think it's gonna matter. We'll find out. Is that hydro or cryo? Looks hydro. Looks hydro to me. Hello. How are you?
Let's play. Cryo incarnate. My will embodied.
I should have done this, to be honest. Yeah, whatever. Scuffed.
My apologies.
Scuffed. Alright, hold on.
In your dreams.
I'm not hitting. Oh, maybe he is cryo. I can't tell, but my damage on that is not very high
Here we go.
right now.
Unleash.
Well, this will take care of it.
For a swirl. So rude.
So I feel like when you have a hyper carry, one of the things I've noticed is that, like, it really doesn't matter what you do in this game. And I think that's why a lot of people say, like, when you've hyper invested into a team, there's very few things in this game that aren't just, like, super easy. So that being said, I think one of my favorite teams that's not super OP, but actually really fun to play from a canon perspective is this team, where you take Ayaka,
Very well.
Ayato,
I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
and Toma,
Let's get out there and make some friends.
and
Give me a
if
moment
you
to
have
compose
Kazuha,
myself.
then Kazuha, but for me right now it's just Venti. This team is actually really fun. There's not really a great rotation other than making sure you're shielded first, and then whether you want to do like a vape or a melt using Ayaka or Ayato after Toma's ability, and Venti's obviously just there for the resistance shred and super. So like this team is really fun, and it's kind of, I guess I call it like the Kamiyasato clan team, because even though Kazuha isn't a part of the Kamiyasato clan, his clan was closely involved with them, so it's like close enough kind of in my mind. Yeah, but all right, let's see the numbers, because I was playing a different comp where I think I had who was I using? Zhongli instead of Venti, and or maybe it was Zhongli and Bennett, and I was getting pretty good numbers too. Okay, so
Think you can get away? Transfiguration. My apologies.
so 50,000, but I've had like 60. I don't remember who. I don't remember who.
Let's play. Transfiguration. You will
How come he didn't freeze? That was weird.
whirling snow.
That was a 60k.
Time for takeoff.
It's like I had a 60k Shuriken. I think my highest is 62 or 63. Masanori. I don't think this team is better, and obviously there's no freeze here. But she still gets crit on enemies affected by cryo, even without freeze. But I also don't have his ult yet. Give me my ult, bro. Alright. My ult up. Bro.
Let me try.
So the resistance from that.
I'm going in.
This.
My apologies.
Oh, he's blocking it. Why you do this to me?
Let's light it up.
And now I don't have Bennett's
My will embodied.
attack buff. Bastard. It's like my highest is kind of like 25k without Shenhe. Got that back. It's petrified.
I will have order. Stabilize.
I'm at the end of his health anyway, so.
Take your true form.
What you got, bro?
Whirling snow.
66. See, I got 66k there. Did you see that in the corner? Let me try that again. Is there anybody to just hit? How close are you?
Off we go.
This is. I feel like this is the best showcase if you're just trying to see numbers.
Let me try.
Get a shield. Oh, you missed, Bennett. Poke, poke. Okay.
Take your true form. Teamwork is true. My apologies.
Oh my god. 50.
By ordinance divine. Transfiguration.
Timing is so hard. Oh, he's resisting.
This is order.
Come on, replenish your health, bro. There we go, okay. There, sir. No, no, back to Bennett. Okay.
My will embodied. Whirling snow.
Trying to get my
Take your
ult
true form.
here. Do. Whatever. I'll see if I do that, and then this, and then that didn't do hardly anything. I don't know. So my highest was 64. I bet if I maxed, like if I maxed potential, I could get like 70 to 72k shurikens each. You know what I mean? Which that's like 28, like 280,000 damage just off of this attack. You know what I mean? And obviously her windmill is powerful. I don't really even need to buff that, but like let's see what kind of numbers we get from that. In here.
What's one more?
Let's light it up.
Take this. Stabilize.
Yeah.
I need some better ER on my Bennett too.
Let's light it up.
It's okay. It's not bad, but I got my ult, so we'll do
I'm going in.
this, this,
Do
this,
your master's bidding.
this,
Transfiguration.
and then this.
Kamisato out. So that's
40, 40, 47, 47, 30s, 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 49. So almost 50k is like a highest number.
Stabilize.
Where you even going, bro?
Let's light it up. Take your true form.
Yeah. So I mean, 50k swirls right now. Again, like if I max potential her best team, probably could get like 60k swirls, and that's a fast tick. But other than the gimmicky 3 abyss lectors, there's not much that I can't do with just this team. You know what I mean? Or the other benefit about having Venti or Kazuha over, even though I got like a little bit better damage with the Zhongli Bennett. Like that's good for single targets, but if I'm swirling enemies in so I can do that on multiple enemies at once, Venti or Kazuha are way better as options. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I'll show you. I guess I kind of showed the Kamiyasato team as a team that I just want to max potential all of these characters with Kazuha, who I don't have, who I am saving for. Not to C6 like Ayaka, but I just think that team feels really cool to me. I like all the characters. Like I like Venti, but I like Kazuha better.
A blade embraces its
Yeah,
duty,
I think that'd be a
as
fun
jeweler
team to max.
cherishes their gems.
That's why I'd like 30% or a little bit more ER, just because it takes so long for her skill to come back. I feel like the burst is back a lot because I don't use it that often, but I'd like to be able to use her skill more. And 30-ish% crit rate, so that I could actually potentially not have to use freeze comps to use her like to full potential. What other teams are cool? I've tried her with Raiden to get. I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to do something like.
What is the situation? May knowledge guide you.
Like this, or even something where you're getting. I think the reason that I chose Raiden is because if I use Raiden's skill and XQ skill and Jangling's burst, that's 3 elemental damages that I could have on Ayaka while I'm using Ayaka. But the ER needed for Jangling without a Pyro battery is pretty high. But swapping to Raiden for her burst to then get ER back for Jangling could work. Like that could be kind of a cool team. You know what I mean? Like it basically maybe start with Ayaka, use a skill, or like start as Jangling, use skill, but starting with Raiden's, or not E. Is that E? I don't have a keyboard, so for this.
Insolent.
But using Raiden's skill, then using XQ skill, Jangling's skill or burst if I have it up, and then switching to Ayaka just to do all the damage and get not swirls, but elemental reactions. That could be kind of fun. So it would be XQ to Shenhe to Kokomi to Ayaka.
No, my sword. Let me weave you up. Hold the line.
I like how easy it is to keep things frozen in this comp. Obviously he doesn't stay frozen. Full HP noblesse, yeah. That's like that feels really smooth. Like more smooth even than like the Venti comp. What's this? That feels really smooth. Let me just poke around these people. Fight. Hello.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain Stonecutter.
I should have done this first.
Take your true form. Cryo incarnate. Rest and revamp. My apologies.
And then you can keep them frozen because of execute swords. Honestly, yeah. Hurrah.
Whirling snow.
Except for the need for HP in certain high level content where things might not be frozen. I might switch out. I wonder what it would be like to use XQ instead of Kokomi. For the resistance. But I mean, the 40% damage on the next person you swap to is nice. Hello.
Take your true form. My apologies.
To the fairy.
I like it. Coco skill. But the thing about using Kokomi first is that it negates her weapon ability. Right? Because it's only the first person you swap to, isn't it? The new character taking field has their attack increased by 40%. And that only happens every 20 seconds. But, I mean, so I was using that to get 48% extra attack. Burst and tap skill. XQ burst and skill. And then Ayaka's skill and burst. Yeah. So that's the only thing, like, that wouldn't really matter if I did it this way. I'd just probably use this. Let's find some. Let's go back up to that, and I'll try that sequence. The extra 48% is nice. It's not everything, though. You know what I mean? Like, I have all my bursts ready, so let's try it. So we're saying Kokomi skill, then burst and tap skill, XQ burst and skill, and then Ayaka skill and burst. Okay. Okay.
Let me try.
Allow me. Do your master's bidding. Transfiguration.
Oh, I did that back.
Outlines your fate. Let me weave. Take flight. Sakura swirl.
38, 5s. The other way, with the other team, it's more damage, but it just, this team feels more fluid.
Manifest.
Oh.
Obey.
I meant to switch to that.
Whirling snow. Transfiguration.
Ooh. He's got extra resistance right now for something.
Take flight. Unthinkable. Permanence of the deep. My apologies.
I did not dodge that well, but somehow he survived.
Unleash. My
That's
will
what I meant to
embodied.
do.
Take flight.
Yeah.
Like this.
So go Shenhe, execute Coco, then Ayaka. Yeah, that's what I did the first time, I think. That was pretty good. I was getting 43 to 45k. Execute, you need some heals, buddy.
Rest and revamp.
kind of want to try. Oops. Thirsty. I'm gonna try this, and then I gotta do.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
I want to try this and see if that resistance shred matters. Yeah, that should work. I don't have his burst, but either way, if he gets hit with a skill, it's still the resistance shred. So we're gonna go Venti, XQ, Shenhe, then Ayaka. Yeah. Alright, let's try this.
Brace yourself. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your
Oops.
transfiguration by ordinance divine. Whirling snow.
That's pretty good, that 52k, and that feels pretty fluid. More fluid than Kokomi for some reason. I think it's because I have to switch to Kokomi first, or like last, and that feels really weird in the rotation.
Know my soul. My will embodied. Think you can get away? Kamisato art. Sumetsu. My apologies.
It's a lot of numbers. Yeah.
Transfiguration.
Shenhe's so dope. Like, I don't think she's overrated or underrated because she's so niche. She's so niche. But with Ayaka, it's just like, she should have, like, her backstory should have been something with the Kamisato clan because of, like, where else do you use her, like, perfectly effectively? You know what I mean? So, I hope that was informative in some way. Not probably not. But it's pretty crazy. If you have Ayaka and Shenhe, you can do pretty much anything you want to do in this game, even if they're not that high investment. I mean, even if I had a different sword and a different polearm and kind of crappy artifacts, like mine are above average but not that much, I would still be getting 30 to 40k Shuriken hits. You know, it's nuts. It's nuts. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, Dave and Ken, if you're there. And I'll catch you guys later.